Hey all, Lou here, Tiny Mountain Houses. I got another one I want to show you. You might have seen this before. It's our Brookside one-bedroom model, but this is a little bit different, and I can't wait to show you the inside. I know that I say that a lot. It's different than the past ones, and I really like it. 32 feet, one bedroom. The outside of this particular house has got the upgraded siding. That's the board and batten you see here, and the two-tone. We've got it on the front door side and on the hitch end. The standard siding, or this siding, as well as our standard, has got a 50-year warranty. It's residential siding. Of course, you got to take care of it. By the way, our roofs, as always, 40-year warranty, standing seam, metal. That's what you have in this house. Our cottage series, which the Brookside is part of, all have eaves on the front door side, on the back side, and overhangs on both of the ends. You've got, all of them have an outside switched outlet for holiday lights, Christmas lights. All of them have a outside frost-free hose bib and a, where is it? Right here, and a patio plug. So you got a GFI outlet here as well. I really like this design. It has become one of our top builds over the last year and a half or so. And hopefully you can see some of the things that have made it what it is today. So with all the yapping done, let's go inside and I'll show you. Well, wait a minute, one more thing. We added 2 porch lights on this house, one standard, the second one's an option, and we upgraded them to the contemporary rectangle lights that you see here today. The front door is a half light. This is a standard front door. There aren't any blinds in here, so it's open glass. We did add the oil rub bronze thumb latch lock set to this particular house. I think it adds a really nice flair to it. With that, now let's go in. Come on. Hey guys, here we are. Notice how quiet it gets in here. Now we've got a road out front where there's traffic going by all the time. And just right now, shutting this door, I'm going to open it. Hear that? It's virtually gone. So that just shows you how well insulated these units are. So speaking of insulation, you've got insulation on all the walls, of course, in the ceiling cavity as well as in the floor cavity as well. These units are built more like you'd see a site-built home. So a lot of residential components go into these. That also adds a lot of longevity to the units that we build. And we can talk about that later. But anyway, I just want to get into some of the nuts and bolts of what you're looking at in here right now. And one of the things that I really like about this build is we've added a new cabinet finish. This is sage. Hopefully the video can represent this well, but I think it turned out really nice. So it's kind of a greenish color. We did add brushed nickel rectangular hardware on these doors and drawers. I think they accentuate the color really well. I like it. Hopefully you do too. So as well, some of the things that I want to note are appliances. So with the Brookside, it comes standard with a range. It's a propane range. It's black. We've upgraded that range to stainless steel. It comes standard with a range hood that's black. We upgraded it to a stainless steel microwave range hood. And by the way, that's vented to the exterior, not a recycle fan. The Brookside comes standard prepped for a refrigerator, meaning you've got an electrical outlet. And what we've done is added an 18 cubic foot refrigerator, stainless steel, and we've also included an ice maker that's connected in this particular unit. So I think, it really adds to the functionality of it and some components that hopefully, a lot of our buyers will utilize on an ongoing daily basis. As we look at the sink side, you've got our standard drop-in stainless steel sink. It's 9 inches deep. We've added the upgrade spring-style springy dingy faucet with a nickel finish, And we did something else in here. Let's see that. Can you see this, Nick? So we've got a little soap dispenser there. Check it out. So cool stuff. Laminate countertops are standard. We've got a whole bunch of colors. And I want to point out that they come with a bullnose edge, so it adds a nice little architectural flair, at least in my opinion. We've upgraded the backsplash that would normally be, or standard, it'd be more of this laminate, 4 inches tall. We added the subway tile here with the Schluter edge to finish it off onto the sheetrock. You can see our standard height cabinets, our standard finish trim above and below. As I open these up, or this one up, you'll see, oh, we got all kinds of stuff in there, but that's okay. But you'll notice that we've got 3 shelves. They're adjustable, so it really adds flexibility to these tall cabinets. Notice the trim out above, where we've done a craftsman type trim that finishes off the tops, as well as adding accent to the bottom of these cabinets, and that's throughout the entire kitchen. We've also added the optional mini blinds. These are 1-inch aluminum mini blinds in the entire build, so they're installed in all of the windows. So it really adds some components in here, once again, that add to daily living. I think we have an option to go with the 2-inch faux wood blinds if you'd rather do those. So it is something that's very easily done here. Let's see here. Oh, we did the dual trash can recycle center here. Pretty cool. And by the way, a dishwasher can easily be placed into this area, and those pullouts can be placed to the right of the sink. So you've got an option to do that. The drawers are soft close, and we upgraded them to the soft close, as well as the stainless steel ball bearing drawer guides that add to the longevity of your house, the cabinets, in fact. If you take a look at the ceiling, you'll see that we've added the tongue and groove pine, and that has a polyurethane finish, so really there's virtually no maintenance to it. And then we've added in the living room area the 4 LED can lights that you see there, as well as the ceiling fan that you see there. Now, these have got a white base. We offer them in 2 ways, the ceiling fan that is, with the black base or the white. I kind of thought the white would accentuate this area well, so hopefully you can appreciate that, or might see it that way too. As you look on the wall that separates the living room from the bedroom, we added a mini split head. So this is a single zone system, heating and cooling. If you want, we can add a second one to the bedroom, which gives you the ability to control the temperature in the bedroom and the living room separately. So it really depends on you. But in this case, we've got the single one. And while we're looking at the bedroom door, I want to point out the trim that you see around here. Now, as you see the 4-inch trim to the right and left of the door, and above it, and then the lintel, the little accent right here, that's what we call our craftsman trim. And you'll see that on all of the interior doors, and you'll see a smaller version on the tops of the windows. So, I think it once again adds a nice flair, a nice finish to the model. That is an option that you can add to it. Let's see, I think that kind of covers this area. We did add a fireplace in here. This is furniture. We added the chunky edge snack bar table in here as well. It's built in. In this particular case, we also included the wall mount LED TV, and it's on a swivel mount, so you can move it around to any position you pretty well want. So once again, adds to the functionality and livability of this house. I mean, I love this design. It has the stuff in just a condensed version. We're going to take a look at the bedroom. Let's walk over there. So come on, let's take a look. Let's take a look at the Brookside bedroom. I don't think I've ever really talked about the mechanism that allows you to open these pocket doors, which are a great space saver. But here's how they work. This little stuff. You push that little button there and they pop out. And when you close it, they go back in. I mean, it's kind of cool, isn't it? I know, dumb. Anyway, bedroom. So as we walk into the bedroom of the Brookside, residential size. I mean, this is almost 10 feet. front to back, and it's 8'8" in width. You'll see the drywall finish. We've added the 4-light LED light package to the ceiling there, as well as another ceiling fan that has the white base as well. The 2 windows, standard in the corner. One of the questions that comes up a lot is, why are the windows different heights? Well, based on our code, we have to provide egress, emergency escape, and that means one of the windows has to be a certain height from the floor. And that's what we've done to the end wall window. We've left the front door side window a little higher to match the height of the other windows in this house. So there you go. That's the reason we do that. Anyway, you can see this. It feels pretty residential, doesn't it? That is a queen size bed in here. It allows you, 2 walls around, or two walk spaces around, and in my opinion, enough room to navigate in here. So I like it. So I'm going to swivel around and show you the other side, or another view of this bedroom. Okay, Brookside bedroom. Now that we've done the little topsy-turvy swivel around. So to my right, built-ins. So we do this a lot, where we do the basically built-in dresser drawers for storage here. The open cubby, we did add the butcher block shelf inside of this, and we did build it with an electrical outlet. So if you want to charge your phone or watch or whatever you have, easy enough done in this area. Nice size, tall overhead for lots of additional storage above it. I think it's a good use of space. If you do, hey, let's build you one. We're going to take a look at the other side of the bedroom, where we have an open closet, so meaning no doors. We've got the wooden rod shelf and shelf here for storage. We could add extra shelves in there, or build you another cabinet like the one we just saw. So it really is up to you. So it really does offer, some storage in here. I think, for a smaller house, as I've said before, it has a lot of pieces and parts here that I think, makes it very livable. I can spit that out, livable. I'll do it again. Anyway, great. So you got a good idea what the bedroom feels like, looks like. We're 10 feet, 8'8" in width, and it's residential size. We've got the shed roof, so you've got the angle on the ceiling as well. I think we're over 9 feet on the high end, and we're just a little bit over 8 feet on the low end. So it gives you some volume in here, some nice head space, and it feels open. Hopefully you can see that too. You want to take a look at the bathroom? Come on, let's go. All right, let's check out the bathroom. You got that same fancy little thing going on here with the pocket door, huh? Anyway, so I get caught up in the little things, guys. It's my ADD. But come on, let's check out this. Come on. So here we have the bathroom for the Brookside. One of the things that I think is outstanding in this particular design is the amount of storage in here. You look at this linen cabinet. It's super tall, 4 doors, lots of shelving. We've got an enormous amount of storage ability. And one of the things I want to point out here too is that we take great pains in minimizing damages and taking care of your tiny house built by us. And one of the things that we do, I don't know if Nick can get there close enough to see that, it's a bumper pad. And as you look throughout our builds, you'll see these little rascals all over the place. They're going to minimize damage to your walls, additional cabinets, trim, all kinds of ways. It's protecting your investment. So little stuff, guys, but big differences in our opinion. So here you have, there's a window in this particular design. Of course, it opens. We've added the mini blinds in here, as I talked about while we were in the kitchen. This is a residential flush toilet with an elongated seat. It's the kind of toilet you see in a regular house. We can do composting, incinerating toilets as well, dry flush. Really depends on you and your needs. As we continue with the bathroom, you're going to see the lavy cabinet, decent size, drop-in rectangular sink. That is the standard faucet with the satin nickel finish. Upward to the mirror standard, we did add or upgraded the trim around the mirror. And in this case, I don't know if you paid any attention to the previous ones that we've done, but we've had a matte black dual sconce above the mirror. In this case, we added a satin nickel, to basically go with the cabinet hardware, etc. We've added the beveled edged mirror medicine cabinet to the left there. And then we've upgraded the tile in here and included the Schluter edging on it as well. As you continue over to the left-hand side, this is an area prepped for single unit washer dryers. That's one of them babies that does both, that washes and then goes to a dry cycle, and it runs on 110 volts. We've added the extended height medicine cabinet, another big medicine cabinet, linen cabinet above. Of course, we can prep this area for a stack washer dryer. That cabinet would get smaller, and the stack would be a propane dryer. I don't know if Nick can get it, it doesn't matter, but we've got a 3-foot shower. It's a one-piece fiberglass, and what you see in there, if you can see it, is the brushed nickel faucet and shower head. We can always upgrade that to oil rub bronze if you'd rather. So flexibility, as always. Once again, I keep saying this is the livability of this particular design. Hopefully that you can see some of that too. If you like it, fantastic. So now is where I go back and I sit on a sofa and take a nap. Come on. Okay, recap. This is the Brookside bedroom model. It's 32 feet long. It's 9 feet too wide. It ships at 14 feet in height. That's from the bottom of the tires to the tippy top of the roof. It has eaves. Front, back makes the total width for shipping 10 feet. Let's see. Metal, standing seam, 40-year warranty roof. Residential siding. Now we upgraded the siding with the board and batten that you saw on the front door side as well as the hitch end. It's a 50-year warranty, Louisiana Pacific residential siding. Now you got to take care of it, just like the rest of your house, but it'll last you that long. It's the good stuff. Fully insulated, walls, floors, ceiling. All of our cottage series, which the Brookside is part of, come with switched Christmas lights, holiday lights outlet. Come with a heat tape outlet. What that is, it's a receptacle, electrical receptacle that you can plug into a wrap that goes around your incoming water lines. So if you're subject to freezing, that's going to keep that from happening as long as you got electricity coming to the house. Every one of these units comes with an outside patio plug, GFI protected. Each one of these houses comes with an outside faucet, a hose bib. You can add additional ones if you want. This particular model, we added a second porch light and upgraded both the porch lights to the contemporary box style that you saw out there as we walked in. Front door, single light, top light, so half light, now I get it. Half light, we did add the thumb latch hardware to the front door that's oil rub bronze. And then as we walked inside, what you saw are those great looking sage cabinets, at least I think. We did the satin nickel hardware. These are standard laminate countertops. We upgraded the backsplash. We upgraded the faucet to the spring style. We added the soap dispenser to this build. We upgraded the appliances to stainless steel. So you've got a microwave range hood, an 18 cubic foot refrigerator with an ice maker, and we upgraded the standard range from black to stainless steel, and it includes the cast iron grates. I think it really accentuated nicely. The backsplash has been upgraded, and I always like to point out when we do the upgrade backsplash that we add the Schluter edging. That's that little metal edging that separates the edge of the tile from the drywall. I think it protects it well, and I think it gives it a good look. Let's see here, tongue and groove ceiling. So that's pine, T&G. We finished it with a polyurethane finish to really give it basically a maintenance-proof finish. We added the 4 can lights here in the ceiling of the living room as well as the bedroom. We added the ceiling fan fixtures, bedroom, living room. We added, let's see here, the mini blinds throughout. We also added, I don't know if we talked about it earlier, but Nick will get it in B-roll, is the snack bar table that has been the chunky edge that we added here below the living room window. The TV on the swivel mount, and then the mini split. This is a single zone mini split, super energy efficient and way quiet. So it works very well in terms of energy efficiency and in terms of cooling and heating. We can always add a second one to the bedroom if you'd like to give you a dual zone and the ability to control that temperature in the rooms separately. Speaking of the bedroom, we added the dresser cabinet with the cool little cubby and the butcher block insert, tall overheads above it, and then we did the wooden shelf and rod in the opposite closet. So you've got an open closet in there for additional storage. Lots of components here that hopefully you can appreciate and maybe fit your needs perfectly. If not, I mean, let's talk about it. Let's see what it is you need, and we'd be more than happy to discuss it and see if we can meet your needs. If not, come pretty close to them. So, you know, Lou and the gang here, Tiny Mountain Houses. And by the way, pricing, there'll be a link at the end of this video that you can go to. It'll provide you for pricing for this specific unit. So hopefully that'll give you some information if you want to take a future look or a further look, you know, hit that link. You know, I want to say thanks to all of you for checking us out and looking at this latest rendition of our Brookside bedroom model. If you like it, fantastic. You know, if it looks like it can meet your needs in any way, shape, or form, we'd love to hear from you to talk about that. Thanks a lot, Lou, the gang here, Tiny Mountain Houses, Nick for doing what he does, and hopefully, you know, we'll hear from you at some point in the future. Thank you.